Hey Aries, welcome back to my channel, caseyleighreiki. Today we're going to be doing your general reading for, technically this is May, but I have been saying that these readings are timeless. So if you're just drawn to the title and you don't even have Aries in your chart, go ahead and watch it. You might find something in here anyways for you, right? So this will be your general reading, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus signs for Aries. We just ended Aries season, sadly, I know, as an Aries, but happy Taurus season. Get some nice, calm, hopefully, earth energy in there for us to kind of even us all out. So a couple of things before we start. I'm going to go into Oracle and then some Tarot, but first and foremost, I did want to say just a couple things, get them out of the way. I'm trying to eliminate the spiel entirely from my video, so it's going to be somewhere else on my page, working around that, so keep an eye out for that if you're interested in how to watch a tarot reading, how to interpret them, etc., what signs to watch for and why, things of that nature. Also, if you are interested in working with me, doing a one-on-one session, whether it's for healing or tarot, you can find everything you need in the description box below. So my website's down there. How to book with me is on the very front page. You can also find my TikTok, the TikTok live schedule, Instagram, and also my heyhe.ro account, which is listed down below as well. That's going to give you access to discounted readings from me, or if you have just one question, you need help, you need advice or something like that, anything like that, it is discounted on that website, so go check that out. With that being said, let's just get started. Let's get into your reading. I want to start with Wisdom of the Oracle deck here, which is one of the new decks that I have. Looks like this on the outside. I am very excited, excuse me, about this deck. So let's get started for you guys. See what May has to bring you. And if you're not watching this until some later date, then hopefully it resonates for you at that time anyways. If you hear any noises in the background, I'm sorry about that. You know, people outside doing all sorts of things. It was a nice, very nice day today, so everyone is kind of out and about. Let's see what we have for my Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What messages Spirit has for you. I don't know if it's just this past full moon or what, but I definitely feel like you guys are just on the cusp of something. I don't know why I want to say cusp. Ooh, I just got some tension right in the back of my neck. Ooh. Neck in between my shoulder blades there. That was weird. I don't know if maybe you guys are experiencing something like that or not, but this will be the last one. Let me take a closer look here into what Spirit's got for you. Let's see. On the bottom, wow, all that glitters. Number 16, breaking down to a 7. These cards are really cool. I really like them a lot. I'm going to say that 100 times because I do. Let's see what else. Wow, exchanging gifts, 27, breaks down to a 9. Very interesting. And the last one here is why, 31. Breaks down to a 4. You know, what I find really interesting here, Poised would have been the card underneath this too. I'll just show you what that one looks like as well. What I find really interesting here is that, man, how do I feel as though you guys have been going through a long period of shadow work, of development. I have full body chills saying that. I feel like there's been a lot of shadow work. It's been very hard. It's been a really long, like, it's like the hermit type of energy, where you guys are really going through it. You've been making your way on this journey by yourself, and hence the why card. That's kind of what I feel like for the shadow work here. This person coming upon a book that has wings on it. I really feel like you're opening yourself up. You could be opening yourself up to certain like psychic gifts or abilities. You could just be opening yourself up in general. I feel like a lot of what you guys are doing when I say open up is you guys are starting to question things. Honestly, why does this person do this thing to me? Why do I react in this way when this happens to me? Really trying to dissect your behavior, what it stems from, how to overcome those things. And it definitely has been a difficult ride, especially with all that glitters here. This to me almost makes me feel as though you're starting to realize that, again, every time I think of this, it's like, not everything that glitters is gold. I think you're starting to realize that these things you might have been keeping in your life, or people you might have been keeping around in your life, are really not what you thought they were going to be, or they turned out to absolutely be different than what you thought. Maybe you even weren't seeing these red flags about this person or people in your life or circumstances, maybe even a job. You weren't seeing these things that were definitely red flags because you weren't as awake at that point in time. You hadn't ascended to that point where you can kind of discern and look at these things, look at these people and say, yeah, that's a no for me. It's gonna be a no for me, dog. So yeah, with all that glitters there for me, especially because look at what's on the top of it. There are 2 masks atop this pile of gold, right? That's exactly what I feel like. This is kind of, yeah, like, right, exactly. I just heard masquerade. So again, I feel like it's this feeling of, I've been doing this dance for so long, I never realized how detrimental it is to me and how much it's hurting me in the long run. I said yes to these things that I never wanted to say yes to. I became this person I didn't want to become. I was friends with people I really shouldn't have been friends with, or I allowed people to treat me in a way that just was not beneficial to me. And I feel like it's been such a long ride of this. Honestly, I feel like it could even be like a good couple of years of you doing this and feeling in this type of way where you're like, oh my gosh, this has been so long of you just taking off the mask and peeling back the layers of certain things. It just feels like intense and extended shadow work, right? Which can be exhausting. It can be so exhausting. So earlier when I said I feel like you're on the cusp, I really do feel like you're finally on the cusp. I just heard 6 months. So don't often do timelines, but that was really clear. I heard 6 months. I do feel like you're getting to that point where it's finally about to kind of, really break through for you, settle down, the waves are going to calm, that ripple effect, it's finally going to stop. So hopefully that's the case for you guys. But again, a lot of shadow work, very extended, very hermit energy. The hermit that I'm seeing could also just be Virgo energy, whether it's the energy itself or a person you're involved with. You might have Virgo in your chart or like something like that. And then very lastly, exchanging gifts here. 27 breaks down to a 9, and every time I think of 9, I think of very humanitarian. I think of a lot of sacrifice, a lot of sacrificing. But because this is exchanging gifts, this is almost like, this could be a partnership, or for some of you, I'm hearing that it's like a business type of partnership. Even if it's just your boss being like, hey, you have something we could use. I need a person to fill this role. Will you do such a thing? It could be a business way like that. Or this could just be friends, I have this thing, especially if it comes to something that you're really good at, or a hobby, or maybe it's like psychic abilities, maybe it's you are reading tarot or something like that, and you're like, I'll offer you XYZ, I'll do a reading for you or whatever, and you barter services, something to that degree. I also really get this feeling that you're exchanging your wisdom with others. It's like you're talking to them, and that energy alone is really refreshing for you, and it's releasing, because not only is it cathartic in a way where you can express and release your own emotions, those hard, dense feelings that you're going through, but you're also helping other people while doing that. So although you're releasing these things and it might seem like a lot, of course, ask people if they have the space for you to vent or express yourself. You don't want to overwhelm someone else, just being courteous. But I really do feel like you doing this is also, it's helping you and it's helping them simultaneously. So I feel like you're giving someone like, hey, I went through all of this. Let me tell you what happened, and let me show you, the way. Let me show you what I went through, and let me allow you into this piece of my life so you can take a look for yourself and kind of understand. Like, you are really like showing someone or multiple people or friends or someone the way. You have the knowledge that you do, turning it into wisdom so that way you can guide others, right? And especially with the cat in this card, I feel like it's extremely playful, and it's about like this inner child stuff of maybe the people that you're helping are younger than you. And for some of you, when I say younger than you, I mean like they're not as awake yet, or like they haven't done the things that you have done in a shadow work type of way. So again, showing the way, lots of shadow work, okay? I normally want to do this, but I do want to pull from this deck too for you. I really don't know why. This is the energy oracle. So let's take a look for you guys. I feel like I need to. I don't really know why. I feel like there's more in here or something for you. What do we have for Aries? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Aries placements, please. Oops. Excuse me. One more. All right, on the bottom, there it is. Fourth chakra, which is the heart chakra here, Archangel Raphael. So again, when I think of shadow work, I'm thinking about the heart chakra. Really, I am. This is definitely some deep healing that needs to happen. 38 breaks down to an 11 as well for this card. I really feel like I have to tell you, like, your heart is healing from something. Really, it is. I feel like your heart is healing something that has been such like this open, unbearable wound for such a long time. For some of you, I feel like it's love related. A person may have really showed you at some point within these past couple of years really their true colors of who they are, and that might have just triggered you into an awakening. It may have triggered you into an ascension. It may have started this path that you're on, because the hermit's journey is long and it is hard. It's trials and tribulation over and over and over again. It's exhausting. So you very well could be healing this open wound that has been there for what feels like eternity. And you're finally starting to put these pieces together that I feel like I have to say, you didn't do anything wrong. I feel like you're finally putting the pieces together. I didn't do anything wrong. This person was not good enough for me. And not in a mean way or like a conceited way, just like this person could not meet my standards. And it's not that they're a bad person either. It's that they do not operate on the same level that I do. They are not as awake as me. They don't share the same frequency or vibration. They just can't be where I'm at right now. Therefore, they're not energetically matched to me. And that's okay. I feel like there's a lot of forgiveness here, acceptance here, and realizing that sometimes things are not as we want them to be. Here we go. 45 breaks down to a 9. Man holding a heart. Exactly what I was just saying. I feel like you're trying to get your heart back from a person. Like this person went off with it, and not even because they wanted it. They just took this piece of you that you felt like you might not ever get back. I feel like a lot of you are dealing with the aftermath of a relationship, no matter if it was a year ago, a week ago, a couple months ago, 4 years ago, whatever the time frame is. Energy doesn't work like this. It's not like you'll just get over it at XYZ time when it passes. I just don't believe that. Energy is fluid. It's not linear, okay? Same thing, I think time is like this. You can go out and grab anything that you want. There are all these different dimensions and timelines that are all existing at the same exact moment. It's about the healing that you're willing to put in and do. Especially the fact that you have Archangel Raphael, which is representing the heart chakra, and then you also have man holding a heart. You are healing. You are healing some sort of disappointment or heartbreak or something that's so painful to you. You're holding it in your chest. It's something upsetting. It's emotional distress. Okay? Third chakra, Archangel Shamuel, solar plexus. This affects how you feel about yourself, and it affects the way that you function, especially like I was saying earlier, this inner child type of way with the exchanging gifts and the cat, that like playfulness, the innocence. You're working on your solar plexus. You're working on your inner child by doing this shadow work. You're trying to understand yourself more, because that, I think you know that will help you overcome this pain. I just saw 444. I think you know that 6th chakra underneath that, Archangel Metatron. Are you serious? Look at this. Come on now. This is wild to me. Truly wild to me. So here we're talking again about the third eye, especially exchanging gifts, right? That is just insane to me. This is insane. Wow. 3 angel cards here. I just can't get over that. Just saw 1515 as well. Breaks down to 2 6s. You might be seeing that. So you have Archangel Raphael, Shamuel, which Shamuel also has to do with, I believe he's actually associated with some pink light as well, or pink energy. He, again, I believe, comes around when it's something to do with heart healing or heart pain, relationships, things of that nature, right? And then 6th chakra Archangel Metatron, talking about your third eye. Like, you're not meant to be where you are. I feel like exchanging gifts and Archangel Metatron are here together because by going through this, you're opening up other gifts. You're ascending, and I feel like it feels like you're not. You might feel so like, this is taking forever, and I'm still doing the same thing, and I still feel like crap every day. On an emotional level, at least, when it comes down to whoever this person is or whatever this instance is, right? But you are, by going through these things and fully feeling every single thing, just being enveloped in the thing that you are feeling or going through, you are doing so much by being present in the moment. Don't forget that this is a human experience here. Okay, you have to be a human. Like, you're not perfect, and things take time, and things suck, and I feel like, you know, you have to just kind of accept that this is a long journey. This is the hermit's journey, but at the end of the journey, he comes out all the wiser, you know, so don't forget that. Look at this, happy family, number 4, and Archangel Metatron was 40 as well, so 2 4s, happy family. I feel like in order for you to, I feel like a lot of this is romantic, right? Look at this, attachment underneath that. Wow. I feel like a lot of what is here right now, attachment being number 5, which is all about changes. A lot of what's here is that you are working on your heart chakra. You need to work on your solar plexus. And again, your third eye is kind of being activated. This is whatever this pain is that you have gone through or you're still going through, because energy is fluid, so the time doesn't matter. It's affecting the way that you perceive the world. This is really changing the way that you view and perceive the world around you, the people around you. It is changing your environment. And I feel like the only way that you can get to this happy place that you want, especially if this is romantic, is to release the attachment. Because this attachment is exactly what's stopping you from having the happy family and happy relationships that you want. I feel like you're going to keep, I don't know who this message is for, but I feel like you're going to keep seeing the same things in your love life on repeat until you heal this. I think this was a huge wake-up call for you guys, and if it's not healed, it's only going to continue to cause you problems, hence the solar plexus, right? So let's get into some tarot real quick and see what else we got going on, okay? But again, you got to heal some of this stuff. It's going to take time. Be gentle with yourself, you know, you're doing a lot. And again, I know it seems like it might not, you know, might not feel like, oh, I'm doing anything at all, but you definitely are. So again, by feeling these things and being in the present moment, you do more than you think that you do. You just can't see all these things because it's kind of like behind the scenes. It's almost like High Priestess energy. Like, you may not understand why we give you these things and why we put you through these obstacles and give you these lessons as challenges, but you will understand when it's over. You'll understand when it's done. When you finally get your happy thing or your happy moment, you're going to finally understand that those things were all necessary for you to be able to get what you want, right? To get your ultimate goal, to manifest those things that you desire. All right. Okay. Wow. The Star card on the bottom and the Hanged Man in reverse. So really right off the bat, this is Aquarius energy here with the Star. This is you, I think, finally coming to this realization. You know, this wasn't my happily ever after. It's kind of what I feel like. I think you're realizing that there's a lot of healing that you need to do, and there's a lot of stuff that just needs to happen in order for you to, again, release the attachment, move forward with your life, and get the things that you really desire, okay? Oh gosh, yeah, Ten of Swords. You guys are really letting go of this mental burden and mental struggle. I truly feel like it has plagued you for quite some time. Tens are really great. Again, it's another kind of cusp energy, right? One foot on this side of the threshold, one foot on the other side of the threshold, getting ready to move forward, getting ready to fully leave this behind. And look at the water in the back is crashing. The waves are crashing up against the rocks. It's like the emotions behind this, like you can't hold it back any longer. You've been transmuting so much, moving through it. It's time to fully say goodbye and let it go. Oh yeah, Ace of Wands. Beautiful. Some fire energy here. This is what you need. I think that you guys have finally maybe, especially with the Hangman in reverse, this is that enlightenment. You might have gotten a certain piece of information with the Star and the Hanged Man in reverse, where this information was like, I kind of get it now. You know, I understand that this is something within myself, and maybe I'm seeing it mirrored within other people. This is something that I need to let go. And maybe that's caused you to understand and see things a little bit differently, perceive them a little differently with this Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is a new beginning, and it's it can be kind of like enlightenment, like this Hanged Man in reverse. But this is also like, it's a new wave of kind of maybe motivation or understanding something, the passion, the drive to move forward and finally say like, enough is enough. It feels like that like heave at the very end, you know, like pushing through that last bit. Queen of Wands. There you are. There you are, my little Aries babies. Right there. I'm just getting this like sensation and this feeling of like, because she's holding that wand, right? Same wand. I feel like that's exactly what's happening here. Is it's like the queen is finally like grabbing the wand. It reminds me of like Thor. If you've ever seen the Marvel movies, Thor grabs the hammer. He's the only one that can release the hammer. He's the only one that can pull it. If you're not into Marvel, I'm sorry, I love Marvel. But that's the same thing here with this Ace of Wands and the Queen of Wands for me. This queen finally, again, gender doesn't matter, but this queen finally grabs her wand again and says, I'm taking this back. I'm taking back my power. I love that. Wow, 2 tens. 10 of Wands and 10 of Swords. And this is right below the 10 of Swords. Putting down a burden. The Swords is about the mental, you know, the feelings of emotions and what you're going through in your mind, that anguish, the mental anguish. The 10 of Wands is like, he's kneeling down because he's like, I gotta take a break. I'm so tired. That's exactly what's happening here. I'm so tired. I gotta take a break. And actually, in the back of this card, you can kind of see the sun like poking out of the clouds. You guys are, again, more of this cusp energy. You're on the cusp. You're at the end of the storm. Like the storm's about to pass. You're right there, you know, right before the sun comes out behind the clouds. You guys are well on your way. Knight of Cups. So this could mean that you are going about things in a more loving way. That's kind of the intuitive feeling I get. You're going about things in a more loving way. Like, I understand that maybe me and this person are not energetically matched. I send them love. I wish them the best. I hope they find the person that's right for them or whatever. So it could be you going about it in a more loving type of way. And honestly, a part of me feels like some of you guys are even like, I'm going to take my love back. I'm going to give that back to me. Like taking back my energy, calling back the fragments of my soul back to myself. That's kind of a lot of what I get here. For some of you, especially the 10 of Wands coming right before this, you could have been dealing with a Knight of Cups, okay? So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but it does not have to be. Wow, 4 of Wands. Some more Aries energy. You guys, I think, have realized that this person, I think you guys wanted to be with whoever this Knight of Cups is. This was your person. I think you thought this was your person. Especially with Ace of Wands, it's the love and the passion that's there underneath. I think that you felt for this person, and I almost don't think this person could handle that, or they were ready for that type of individual. And you need someone who can match you. You might have thought this is romantic and this is the person for me and they have all these things that I love and this is what I want in a person, right? But you have to understand that if they're coming across as a Knight of Cups and you're coming across as a queen is not well matched with a knight. You have to have a king, okay? 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords can be kind of like deceit. I feel like some of you feel like the disconnection or separation between you and a person was unfair to you, or you didn't get the whole truth to a situation. And I think that might have kept you feeling attached, hence the attachment card that we had. I think that feeling of never knowing, not getting the closure you needed, and just being unsure and kind of lost, like I'm missing pieces to the story. I think not having all of the information has kept you kind of stuck in that energy with this person. 7 of Pentacles, 2 sevens here. We had a 7, or I believe one of them earlier in the Oracle cards too. 7 of Pentacles is under the Knight of Cups. Again, I feel like you're looking back, because 7 of Pentacles really is this energy of, I have all these other things, like taking a look at what she's done and having appreciation for what she already has as she manifests more for herself. And I only say she because it's a woman in the card. And I feel like that might be how you're looking at this relationship, honestly. Looking back at this of like, I almost get this feeling of like, it's not the person that you're attached to, it's what they could have provided for you, the love they gave you. They showed you XYZ that you really wanted and that you could have those things. They weren't out of your reach or out of your control. It might have been a very passionate relationship, as Aries in general are very passionate. You're a fire sign, right? I feel like you saw this person and the love maybe they gave to you in the relationship, and you were just like, I'm never going to get that again, or what if I can't get that again? You have so much to give another person. You cannot be with a knight. You need to be well matched with a king or an emperor, honestly. Okay? And a Queen of Pentacles. Again, could be dealing with an earth sign because the gender does not matter, even though it's a queen, right? So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And honestly, I feel like you're walking away. This is almost like 7 of Pentacles, and then having the Queen almost makes me feel like she's walking away, like leveling up is kind of how that feels. She's walking away as someone who's leveled up her vibe or her frequency. I almost get this feeling like she's picking that pentacle off of that tree, off of that bush, and being like, I'm going to take this with me and I'm going to make it into something better. So again, I think you're learning a lot of lessons here. You're learning a lot of lessons. And you are finally being able to put these things into perspective, right? Also, you could be maybe even moving towards an earth sign, right? Take it how it resonates, because it does fall underneath this 4 of Wands. I think, you know, queen to queen, that's at least a match, right? You're of the same status. So it could even be you're moving towards this person. I think that there's a lot here that was left unsaid or just wasn't dealt with, honestly. And that's really left a mark on you. It's really sat with you heavily, very heavy, in a very painful way. Let's take a look at this Queen of Pentacles real quick. And then I do kind of want to look at that 7 of Swords. Whoa, hello. So Knight of Wands and 8 of Wands. Ooh, my goodness. So if there is an earth sign that is coming into your life, it is passionate. Whew. Knight of Wands here is some Sagittarius energy, or you can have it in your chart. And then you have that 8 of Wands. This is a lot of passion, quick moving, lots of chemistry, very, like, a lot of sexual attraction. Whatever this earth sign is that you are possibly coming into in your life, they might be moving towards you, you could be moving towards them. But I feel like, ooh, Judgment at the end. Judgment and the Devil underneath. Wow. The Devil being that Capricorn energy there. Wow. This is freedom of the things that plague you, honestly. Liberation, freedom from things that you feel like control you, the things that have held you down. Look, this is literally like the angel and devil on your shoulder, right next to each other. This is wild. This person who is coming towards you, which I believe with the Queen of Pentacles could be an earth sign. I feel like this is going to literally blow the person that you are stuck on out of the water. Like, I really do. I feel like this is going to blow this person out of the water. You're going to be like, oh my God, this is way better than that. And it's going to help you finally realize that it's not the person. It's what they could provide for you. The things that you liked, just in general, in a relationship, what made you feel good. Liberation from all the things that hold you back. Again, you're on the cusp of some crazy stuff right now. Knight of Wands and 8 of Wands, incredibly passionate, and fast moving. The way that I have these 2 queens too, like, they're both facing the same direction here, right? So again, gender non-specific. They're both facing the same direction. So it's almost like you're on the same path or you're aligning. The way I have it too is like, I have the queens and then they're kind of like, they're like this, right? And then in between the both of these, I have the Four of Wands. So it's like, y'all are both headed in the same direction. You're both headed in the same direction. You are aligned with each other. And this is a frequency where you match each other, okay? I'm not even going to clarify that Seven of Swords because I want to leave it here because that's awesome. I love this for you guys. Hang in there. You guys are doing great, honestly. It takes a long time. You're going through a lot. Be kind and gentle with yourself, okay? I love y'all so much, and thank you for allowing me the honor to read for you. I hope you guys stick around and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more from me. Hit the bell notification so you'll get notified of upcoming videos. And again, everything you need to book with me or check out my other social media platforms is down below. And I'm going to see you guys next month. Bye!